Hey, welcome to another Valley Forged. Well, today I just had to let everybody know that the LaserMATIC MK2 XW is now available for pre-order. I know a lot of you have been waiting for this, and so, yeah, it should be shipping here May 30th to June 5th, but you know how these things go. This batch one will sell out pretty quickly, so definitely catch that link below, of course. And just put down the $100 deposit. You can always, get that refunded if for some reason it doesn't ship in time for you. But, so many times these batches have sold out and they just, it takes a little while. So I am going to go over the reasons why you should get the Roly LaserMATIC XW. And I've probably done more videos featuring the Roly LaserMATIC MK2 than any other laser on my channel. And that's because I truly, truly believe Roly Automation is the best company currently making diode lasers. I have no trouble at all saying that. I think that it's just everything that they do it's just to a very high level of quality. You've got the great customer service. It's just, I feel better giving my money and supporting a company like Roly Automation. So you just sleep a little better at night knowing that this is who you're giving your money to. Just a lot of great reasons. And I'm going to go over the reasons why I think you should get this, and some reasons maybe you shouldn't. And one of them I'll go over right away that you shouldn't. If you've already got an MK2 like 3010 watt, to upgrade to the XW, for the most of you, this is not going to be a good idea. It's virtually the same machine, just a little bit bigger. I have the MK2 3010 watt, and I'm going to show you the few reasons why it would be great for me to upgrade, but to get a whole nother machine, I don't know. I already gave you the first reason. The LaserMATIC is the best, most complete, amazing laser on the market. It's just so nice. Everything is included. I just got done building another laser. I've taken a couple of days off because I did a show last week and just worn out. So my laser table is empty right now. I am just relaxing. But since this happened, I had to let you guys know. And the first most obvious reason you want the bigger machine is to make bigger things. And this does affect me personally. And I showed you in one of my videos that I was cutting off the ends of the boards. And for most people, that wouldn't make sense because you've got the pass-through. If you've got a larger board, you can just, let it stick out the end. The thing I ran into is I'm making my Lord's Prayer crosses, which I want to make as big as I possibly could on the piece of wood that I got. Now, most of you know I get my wood from Craft Closet. It comes in 12 by 19. I'm going to get as much of that 19 as I can out of my machine. So on the MK2, the regular one, what is the biggest axis, right? It's left to right. It's 410 millimeters that way. So that's the way you want your piece of wood so that you can make the largest size possible. Well, there's no pass-through on that side, of course, because of the way that the machine works. Here, let's take a look at it close. So, of course, your gantry is going to hit the piece of wood if it goes over the edge. But that's the way that I wanted my wood. So I would cut it along the other axis so that I could put it as long as I could. I hope that's not too confusing. I'll try and show some picture or something. Having the 610 millimeters, now I could just take my piece of wood, drop it down, done. I've got a 12 by 19. I can use that full area, that full 19 inches of area, and make the largest whatever you're going to make, but in my case, Lord's Prayer crosses, as I want to, because it's not going to be bigger than 12 wide at that point. I mean, that's a full 2 feet that you have to work with. That is really, really nice. So not only are you going to now be able to make bigger things, you are also going to be able to make more things per time. Say you have a piece of wood that's 24 inches by 15 inches. Now you can just stick that down on your board and say you're making keychains. Well, now you can make, probably 100 keychains at a time, right? Out of one board, one time hitting the computer and saying go. Now, the downside of that is it's going to be a much bigger machine. You're going to need a bigger table. And like I've mentioned in other videos, get a stable table, whatever one you get, whatever laser you get, but especially a higher speed diode laser. If you are running your laser and you see that table is shaking, then you're probably going to have issues. So just make sure you have a stable table. And that brings me to thinking of why an all-in-one machine is so great in the first place, is because, right, I'm telling you, you need to make sure you have a steady table, but I'm not having to tell you that you need an air assist, or that you need a honeycomb bed, or that you need something to hold the honeycomb bed, or that you need an enclosure, or that you're going to need an exhaust fan. I mean, all of these things are already included. And I think that's one of the big mistakes maybe people that make when they look at pricing for a laser and they see, oh, well, I can get a 20 watt laser for $600 and, this LaserMATIC is $1,300. And you're like, well, I'm going to get the cheaper one. But a lot of times you're not thinking of all those other things that you need to get. I mean, this case alone, try and find a case like this and see how much it costs. You add that on. And with the air assist and the honeycomb bed and the exhaust and everything, it all just adds up. So at least go through that process while you're thinking about getting a laser. I've mentioned before, the way that this honeycomb bed is fixed to the bed makes so much difference, and you're not going to get that with I don't know of any other laser that does that. It's just a game changer. And the fact that the airflow can go through it's a big deal. And maybe you've seen this in my other videos. It's a big deal. And I really love that. And now that you've got this huge area to work with, it's feeling a lot more like a CO2 laser. Downside, I'm going to keep bringing up ones. It's not going to be that portable. I mean, it's already pretty hard to carry an MK2. This is not going to be something you're going to want to move around. And please take 2 people whenever possible. But I do really think that the LaserMATIC is the best all-in-one solution for the vast majority of the people. There is no perfect laser for everyone, and it really depends on what you're going to do and the reasons. But if I was to generalize and say, what is the best diode laser for the majority of the people, it's hands down going to be LaserMATIC for a variety of reasons. And I've mentioned a lot of that in my videos. But I'm probably preaching to the choir mostly in this video. I think a lot of you have been waiting for this to come out, and it's, available for pre-order. Go get it. Do your thing. Questions, thoughts. I'm going to say right away, if you're watching my channel, you probably already watch Rich, Louisiana Hobby Guy. He is going to have the fastest information. In fact, I learned about this from him, and he will undoubtedly have the first one. So keep an eye on that. Like and subscribe to his channel and all that for more information. I will give you whatever I can, and I'll give you the thoughts I can. I try to be as honest as I can about lasers. And this does solve one of the issues that I did have with my personal use of the LaserMATIC and doing my business. And it would be nice to make larger Lord's Prayer crosses. that's the first thing I think of. I mean, I like to do bigger projects, and you've seen some of the maybe like layered pictures or other things that I've done that, but you got to also think, hey, making bigger projects is more expensive. So if you're somebody who does shows like I do, it's nice to make one big one a lot of times, and you put it for a super high price or whatever. Certainly making it worth your while, but it will bring traffic to you. It will be the most impressive thing that you have out there, and it's just attractive, right? So the ability to do that is important for me. And a pass-through really isn't going to help you too much for that. So impressed. I'm glad they finally came out with this, and I will keep you updated. But of course, go see Rich, and I will see you in the next one. Love y'all. Just clean. Look at that. Amazing.